Welcome to Fringe Fanatics with Chad Lee and Chris Sane.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is episode 141 of Fringe Fanatics. I am Chris Sane.
And I'm Chad Lee. Thanks for tuning in. We are back.
Yes, we are back like we never left because it's been a week since we've been back, so we're back on track. But
back on the weekly schedule.
Yes, episode 141 is in session. We've got a little bit of a curveball for you this week, kind of our first non-really sports-related guest.
Yeah.
And Chad is the reason why. Tell them about it, Chad. Real
Yes.
quick.
So as you probably heard me talk about on the podcast, Hannah and I listen to Kill Tony weekly, almost religiously, on Monday nights. And it was about a couple weeks ago. There was a comedian that came up there, and Hannah's always so good about like knowing the past bucket polls, and she's like, "Oh, we've seen this guy before." And I think my brain's too filled with like other sports stars, and
we've learned so much bullshit that we got to push.
Yeah,
other bullshit.
It's insane how like I can remember all these fantasy stats, but like she knows every like bucket poll that comes up. She's like, "Oh, we saw them."
Like Maryland movie stars. She's like, "Oh, that's that. They've been in this, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's that one guy with the face, and the hair."
It's tough, man. Yeah, you can't. Your brain can only hold so much.
That's true.
But, this guy Mike Ryan has been on Kill Tony 3 times before from bucket polls, and about a month ago, I think it was episode 727, he came up and he had told this like crazy story about how his daughter was about to go to camp outside of Austin and everything, and it was right around the time of the floods.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh Jesus, like I just kind of felt really concerned, and so I hit him up on Instagram and was like, hey man, just kind of checking, hoping your daughter's okay and everything. The timing was great where it didn't work out like that, and she was okay. And I thought I'd take a shot in the dark because he was a really funny comedian, and thought, hey, you want to come on, promote your comedy? Sure enough, good dude.
Yeah.
And he'll be on tonight.
Nice. So Mike Ryan, yeah.
Yep, yeah. From the Houston comedy scene.
Yeah, I noticed he's like the producer of the Don't Tell Comedy Houston sector.
Yeah.
And then he was, like you mentioned, he's been on Kill Tony 3 times. I can't remember the episodes right now. But
654, and then I think it was like 670 something, and then 727.
Yeah. So pretty cool.
Yep.
We're gonna have him talk about his career and getting into comedy. We'll talk to him a little bit about sports. We'll see if
he's into it. We don't even know.
Yeah, we'll find out. But we are back. We've got football this week.
We do.
Yeah,
I'm kind of pumped. We got Trey Lance starting, man.
Oh, yep. We're gonna get to see what they've done with him there.
I just saw a funny
Mr.
meme
Harbuck and turn him around
2 seconds before we started recording. That was like from NFL memes, and it was like the Chargers announced he's starting Thursday night, and I was like, I bet everybody just realized that Trey Lance is on the Chargers.
Yeah.
When they announced this just a few days ago, that's when I was like, I'd forgotten he was on there.
I can't believe that's where he's at. Yeah, no, I forgot he'd gone to the Chargers until this was...
Watch Harbaugh turn him into the next Kaepernick.
Probably. You never know. Hopefully without all the drama. But, so we are in the middle of training camp. We're in the lacklusterness of the other sports aside from the MLB, which has been going on.
Luckily, we got LeBron James to keep things dramatic.
LeBron always keeps us on our toes. He's a rascal like that. But, let's get into our weekends. How was it?
It was chill, man. It was really hot this weekend.
Yeah.
It was a really long week last week. Bobby was on a camping trip, so I closed and put in a long week. And then
Bobby.
Yeah, he went fishing with his family and all that. So, Friday night we just relaxed, and then Saturday we watched Happy Gilmore, ordered some pizza. Sunday we went to the movies and watched Fantastic Four.
Movie-filled weekend.
Yes, yeah. And we just, dude, I really wanted to be like, man, I've spent all week outside. I want to spend the weekend in the AC.
I get that.
I bought the new college football and started playing that, trying to get ready for this league with Dan and Debesh. So, yeah, I'm probably going to get my ass kicked, but we'll see what's up.
Well, maybe not. I mean, does Debesh game a lot?
Dan says he's pretty good, but I have yet to play either of them.
Okay. Well, you don't know. You have a litmus test yet. You don't have a gauge.
Yeah.
You could be the best.
Dan lost to him, I think, like 38-0 the other day. So he's pretty good, I hear.
All right. Well, maybe you'll be second best.
I don't know.
Oh, that's what we can hope for.
I'm going with LSU.
Oh, that's not a bad choice.
Yeah. I like the run game, and I hear they've got a good run game. So that's what I'm going with.
That's fantastic. I hope may your season be merry.
Thank you, sir.
And full of wins.
Yes. The Fantastic Four was awesome, man. I really was shocked to how much I liked it. I think they really killed it. I think you guys said you watched WandaVision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the person that directed that did this as well. And so they did a good job. It was a damn good movie.
It does look pretty cool so far, just from what I've seen. I do like the fact they went fully in on making Thing look like a thing rather than what they did in the original.
Oh, the other ones, man. Yeah, it was insane. I saw where, like the one I think with Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan in 2015.
Yeah,
obviously they didn't have Marvel money behind it.
Superhero movies ever.
It was one of that. On Thursday, the new Fantastic Four did as much money as it surpassed that one in its entire run.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how much money it did.
Well, people have been waiting for a good DC movie, or I'm sorry, Marvel movie. I'm thinking about Superman, which is also
Thunderbolts was really good too. It climbed up to almost like 400 million. Its gross so far.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you have to check that one out.
Oh yeah, man. Gonna have to.
Yep.
Was that it? That's the end of it.
That's pretty much about it.
Pretty laid back.
Yeah. Sunday night we just ate leftover pizza and we put on an old episode of Kill Tony. So
nice.
Yes. How about you?
Killer. Friday, I actually went and played golf for the first time in a very long time, and it actually went surprisingly well.
Oh, cool.
I only lost 3 golf balls, which is pretty incredible for not having golfed in like a year and a half. I ended up I broke 100, surprisingly. Shot a 97, so I'm only like 30 strokes off of competing on the tour. So, I don't got far to go.
Keep chipping away, man.
Literally and figuratively. But yeah, then Saturday I did plan on doing a bunch of stuff, but like after having everybody in town and everything, I didn't do shit on Saturday either. I just like laid around, took a long nap, watched a bunch of Bizarre Foods, which I finally finished all of the seasons on HBO Max. Now I'm on to
Triple D?
No, I wish, maybe.
I love it, dude. That's my favorite.
No Reservations.
That's cool.
Yeah.
When I saw that it was on Max, I really love that show.
Yeah, and they have his other one too, which I think
I really want to watch the movie, man. It came out a while back. I can't remember the name of it, but the movie,
like the documentary about him.
Yeah, it was kind of like a documentary.
Yeah,
it came out in theaters recently.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, you'll have to check that out.
I will.
I've really been. I always forget to watch it.
Yeah. So that's what I did most on Saturday. Then Sunday we kind of just hung out. I went over and did like the knee circles thing. Meryl was cutting one of her friend's hair. And dyeing her hair, so they were there most of the day. So like when I got home, I just kind of hung out and continued hanging out. But we did watch the new Happy Gilmore as well.
Cool.
So we will get into that later, and we'll see what we feel about it.
Review.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm exhausted. I knew that was gonna happen though, because like after everything, like I really wanted to push practice after like the whole trip and everything. And I was just like, nah, man, just do it. Because I was like, I feel like if I just push it, then it just moves everything, and then everything's all screwed up. So I was like, I'm just going to just barrel down and, like, just get through it. But now I am, like, very tired. Yeah. So, but it could be worse. So I'm hoping to catch up eventually. We'll see. It's the never-ending thing of being
this
older.
Weekend, yep.
Yeah, you just never feel like you're caught up, unfortunately.
That's right.
What are you going to do? We are here now.
Talk about some sports.
Let's talk about some spots. Let's get into the headlines. We'll start with the NFL as we normally always do, because the NFL rules all.
Are you ready for some football?
No fun league, more like no kissing league.
Yeah. Dude, he's a creepy guy, man. You see all those other videos.
The videos, yeah. Well, go ahead and start there.
Yeah,
I mean, Raiders release Christian Wilkins. It comes out after a player was offended after Christian Wilkins kissed him on the forehead This is not the first time he has been involved in these weird altercations on or off the field.
Yep.
There was a pretty good montage of weird shit he's done from college all the way up until recently, where he kind of finagled Josh Allen's his bait and tackle.
Yeah, he was down in the pile, thought nobody would see, but there's cameras everywhere.
He got down there and did a little one of these.
It's weird, man. No, guys don't like that.
Well, you know,
some guys do, but some guys don't.
Guys, you know, that's a. I guess it could be like intimidation tactic.
That's a good
Just
way of looking
throws you
at
for
it.
a loop. You're like, I don't know what to think of that guy.
I did see a funny post that it was kind of like a fake post that Caleb Williams came out and was like, "Get him to the Bears. I need him on the Bears." That was hilarious.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, there was that one where he was on Clemson, and I mean, he went up and checked some dude's oil real quick.
Yeah,
Right after
yeah.
the play was over, just like, "Whoop."
Yeah, I saw one. Yeah, he just like
you're due, 5,000
wasn't even
miles.
like on a pile. He just like reached down
Yeah.
in there and was like, "Whoop,
Nonchalant
court low,
everything,
court
man.
low."
God, fucking rude, man. But yeah, so they released him. We'll see if anybody picks him up. I mean, he's a huge guy. That was basically who the Raiders picked up because they couldn't get Chris Jones.
Yeah, and yeah, I think he's gonna have a grievance now because I'm wondering how they're gonna word this to get out of it, because it is gonna take some finagling with some legalese.
It's a hairy situation.
Because he's due some money.
Yeah, he ended up making $50 million for playing 5 games while he was at the Raiders.
Nice,
Man.
That's the way to do it.
He had
man.
that foot injury and everything.
Yeah, and that's one thing. He's been rehabbing that. I think they're gonna probably parlay it into that, like he's not taking his rehab seriously.
I think
like
that's what it is.
He's playing grab ass instead of getting treatment. You know what I mean?
Well, in better news, your Broncos wide receiver just got paid.
Yes, Mr. Cortland Sutton gets paid, and it's not like crazy, really, when you boil it down in terms of what he's actually getting paid compared to some of these guys. It's a 4-year deal, $92 million, $41 million guaranteed. So it's basically, I'm sorry. So it's $14 million guaranteed for the 2025 season, and then there are $41 million in guarantees in the extension. So I think it boils down, it's like $22 million a year or something like that.
Yeah.
So really, by the time that's over in 2 to 3 years, he's going to be a pretty, like, I think right now he's like the top 15. I think he's 15th in terms of wide receivers.
Yeah.
In terms of what he's getting paid. And by the time it's over, it's going to look like a steal because he'll probably be getting paid like a decent 2.
You look at what Terry McLaurin's trying to make in Washington, and he's trying to get $33 million a year. So Cortland Sutton really did the Broncos a big favor here. You could tell that he's really come around, and it's amazing too because you look just like 2 years ago, it was rumored that he was going to be the one on the trade block and be traded out.
Yeah, after he tore his ACL, he had a really hard time. It took him almost like a year and a half, 2 years to come back and be fully healthy and be able to do what he did before. And he still can't do exactly what he did, but Bo Nix and him have a good relationship. So I don't really see it as a good thing. I mean, as a bad thing. It's a really good thing because it basically gives Bo Nix like that wide receiver mentor to kind of, bolster him into the next few years as he continues to grow. So
yeah, he's a veteran for sure.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think it was a good deal for both sides, but we'll see how it plays out throughout the year. Injuries that can make a deal like that look bad real quick. But so let's take it to, where do you want to go next?
So let's hit the most recent news from last night. Very unfortunate, and it was tragic, but an NYC shooter targets the NFL headquarters. Come to find out, I guess there was a letter on his body. I guess he took the wrong elevator. That's how he didn't get to the NFL floor.
Yeah, he went up the wrong bank of elevators. Wow. Otherwise, he could have... I mean, still, nonetheless. But that's probably why it didn't turn out as bad as it could have, because he wound up in the wrong place. So,
yeah, but I think 5 people died.
4 people.
4 people. Okay. Yeah.
Including... Oh, well, I think 5 including him.
Okay,
yeah. You're right, 5 total.
Yeah, so very unfortunate. I think there was some injured, but yeah, I guess there was a letter on top of him saying that he had a problem with the NFL because he was a high school football player and he thought he had CTE, so maybe he thought this was a way to take it out. But very tragic, awful news. I know New York City's mourning today, and there was like pictures of the NFL floor where they had put like tons of couches and stuff to block a door.
Oh, because they knew, yeah. Like, well, they probably got word that he was coming up, and they're like, "Oh, thank God he took the wrong elevators."
Man, how the tables could turn, man. That's scary.
It really is, and it definitely seems like, I mean, obviously he feels the NFL is somewhat at fault for the CTE problems he has, but definitely seems a little out there, and sounds like something maybe other than that was going on. Who knows?
Yeah.
He did say he wanted to have his brain saved for, to be basically studied with the CTE stuff. So we'll see what comes of that. But
Not quite
definitely
a Junior Seau, though.
No, that's the thing. He's not like an NFL player who played 16 years and college.
Yeah,
and some of these guys now are playing college for 8 years and then going into the NFL. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. But
sounds mentally ill.
Yeah, that sounds kind of what it's like. But an unfortunate event for all. We always hate having to talk about this stuff no matter where it happens. But, it's a few and far between the other, terrible things happening in the world. But
so true.
Let us move into some training camp injuries. I saw the Chiefs are having a little bit of an issue. I did see Xavier Worthy got like a head injury today.
Yeah, that was just
I don't think it's a major thing, but
then Hollywood Brown banged up his ankle. He'll be back at practice tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep. So just kind of like this is the tough part of the year where these people in the media and these reporters are just like thirst traps. Like they're
just waiting for something. Like I think he's limping.
Sharks in the water. Like, he's limping. No, he tripped over a cord. But like the first one was Justin Fields last week where he hurt his toe.
Dislocated it.
Out for the season. And then, no, he's back at practice Friday. It's just, things are blown out of proportion. I was worried about the Hollywood Brown thing today because, they immediately, he got carted off. Well, he just rolled his ankle. They'll probably take it easy tomorrow.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson hamstring.
Another one.
Yeah, there's been a few that everybody's freaking out about.
Kenny Pickett, I think, was a hamstring
Small hands?
too.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But wasn't it a hamstring?
I can't remember what Kenny Pickett was.
Well, the big one, who was it? Broken collarbone. God damn it. Who was it? Will Levis. It's out.
Oh, well, he got shoulder surgery, which was stemmed from something last year, too. Yeah. He thought he could rehab through it, and then they kind of realized that he was better off, like, if he wanted to continue playing, or wind up like Drew Brees, where he can't throw with his right arm. Right. It's like, you should probably get surgery now. Yeah. But, we knew the Mayo Man wasn't going to be doing too much out there with Cam Ward, who's looking pretty good. I mean,
Calvin Ridley had a lot to good to say about it.
Yeah, that one throw to Calvin Ridley where he was flushed out to the left and then just threw it back across his body on a rope to Calvin
Is that the
Ridley.
One where he threw in like in between two defenders, maybe?
Maybe. I know he rolled out to the left, and then you see I think it's Calvin Ridley streak across the middle, and he hits him across the body, and it's just a touchdown. I mean, nobody was around him, but hey, everything looks good, though, when you're just wearing shells. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah. Pads are coming on soon.
Yeah. I think the Broncos had full pads today and yesterday, but I mean, they even when they have full pads, they're not tackling. Let's not kid ourselves.
I hate training camp because like every day I'm just like, just get through it. I hope there's no injuries. I just want to get to the season with a fully healthy team.
Yeah. One of our linebackers broke a thumb, but a linebacker and a broken thumb is like, whatever.
Put a club on him, man. There's a bunch of linebackers. That's a weapon then.
Yeah. That's just a good way to punch the ball. You get the peanut punch really good there.
All right. But how about we move to basketball and make fun of LeBron James? He is an embarrassment.
Do it.
Right side to Scott. Slam dunk. 4 seconds. 3 seconds left. Why are they not fouling? Jumper Murray.
Speaking of LeBron, that was basically, a highlight of a great game against LeBron.
That's true.
Jamal Murray made a shot.
T! Come on! I'm burning. My lungs are burning.
So we'll try, if there's a clip of this, we'll try to include the pictures so that LeBron James' legal team comes at us. Please do, because this is insane. Where LeBron James becomes the first celebrity to try to sue an AI company over the slander and images from an AI-generated image, basically, whatever.
Yeah, and this is the first time a popular celebrity has ever tried to do anything like this, and it all comes over basically people making him look like he's pregnant.
This is the sad part, and the weird part was it was a bunch of pictures. There was pictures of him kissing Diddy. There was him kissing
out of
doing
all
a bunch
of
really nefarious, gross stuff. And the one that he has the issue with is him pregnant. That's the psychotic part about it, man. Like, what, you don't have a problem with you hanging out with Diddy? Like, come on, dude. But yeah, so he's trying to sue him. This is unheard of. I mean, it's a part of AI. This is the internet. You know,
welcome to the internet.
Yes,
man.
if you got a problem with it, just learn how to become a celebrity. I don't know. Yeah, there's some of them now.
Let's see here. Let me pull this one up on the old X machine. Let me kick to it here.
Steph Curry's pushing him in the hospital. Oh, that's great. It's just dumb. There's stupid images made all the time. I mean, look at the Coldplay thing last week. I mean, that guy's suing Coldplay.
Yeah, we've got LeBron here nursing his little belly, and then we've got Steph pushing him into the emergency room to give birth.
A perfect example of why LeBron James is our least favorite player, probably least favorite athlete, least favorite celebrity. Because if you have an issue with this and you're going to sue somebody over it, man, like, just get some integrity.
Thicker skin, man.
Yes, like, come on, man. Like, that's why nobody likes you.
I mean, at least get mad about him making fun of your hairline or something that's actually real.
Or the fact that you were partying with Diddy. Like, come on. I mean, they don't even need AI. There's that one where at a costume party, they made him dress up as like a French maid.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it was one of Diddy's parties.
Yep.
He was in drag, you know.
But that's a real image, not AI.
Yeah. So who the hell knows what he's doing?
Yeah.
He's out there.
But these images that are real and are on the cover of Men's Health. Yeah, Men's Health. Luka. Living that LA life. Got a new trainer, new diet.
Yeah, he's not looking chunky like he was before. I mean, even then, he still was one of the best basketball players in the world, even from, the Mavericks saying that he had no work ethic and all this stuff. But now he's looking pretty svelte, so to speak. So it looks like he has more or less made a comeback and shut up his haters, so to speak, especially those from Dallas who sent him packing for Anthony Davis. So
that's right.
I'm trying to get to one of the pictures which shows him looking his schveltest.
Yeah, he said his new diet is gluten-free, low sugar, and he consumes 250 grams of protein a day.
Look at him go.
That is a lot.
That is a lot of protein.
Yep.
I saved myself from a joke there. Protein joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here he is looking pretty svelte there. As it says here, Luka Doncic. Muscles up. The skinny on the Lakers star, Summer Shred. He's getting swole.
And he recently recruited Marcus Smart over to the Lakers. So, I mean, I think he's trying to mean business over there.
Yeah,
so
maybe. We'll see if he sticks around when he's up for free agency.
I just wonder, the thing of it is that you get all the muscles you want, but I don't know if that's going to help you play defense.
That's true.
It's going to help you be in shape for it.
Now, he's not going to have the physical presence in the paint that he did before.
Yeah.
So will he be able to muscle his way and power through?
Use that gut.
Get through. Yeah. Now he's going to be all skinny and like,
you get pushed over. That's
well,
right.
you just go into what SGA does and just
oh man,
just make a weird face.
Yep. Just like Shane Gillis said, everybody that's sitting around him, you're now in foul trouble.
You're now in foul trouble. Other news, Billy Donovan has signed a multi-year contract extension with the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls. They started negotiations at the end of last season, and conversations went through this last week. And after a brief pursuit by the New York Knicks in the draft and all of that stuff, they finally decided, hey, let's lock this man down. He will enter his 6th season in Chicago in 25-26 with 800 NBA games coached over his career. He is 195 and 205 in Chicago, 438 and 362 overall in 10 total seasons. He did have 1 year remaining on his contract, and they are trying to turn things around there in Chicago. I think they're kind of giving him the reins, so to speak, to see out this next rebirth of the Bulls.
They got to start Kobe White, so we'll see what they do. They can build a team around him.
Yes, indeedly.
In other news, sneakers from Kobe's first start sell for $240,000.
Yeah, I mean, we've been trying to talk about, the collectors and everything that goes on with that stuff, and I did find this to be a pretty cool thing. We love Kobe. Kobe's, one of those guys who we put above LeBron, but we're just haters if you ask anybody on the old TikTok. But what do they know? But an autographed pair of Adidas EQT top 10 shoes that Kobe Bryant wore in his first Los Angeles Lakers game sold for $240,000. Wow. The second largest sum ever paid for a pair of sneakers. So yeah, pretty cool. Kobe, even in death, well, and even probably more so in death, is making headlines in the collectors industry as more of his stuff is going to be going for sale here. Hopefully he didn't get too caught up in that whole scandal where it was Tom Brady and everybody with the fake selling of the, remember we were talking about that? Yeah.
I hope not. I recently saw a reel. I sent it to the Fringe page. I don't know if I ever posted it or not, but it was pretty cool. It was a compilation of Kobe just locking up LeBron. Like, probably 5 minutes of just plays where he was just locking him up.
Yeah.
And LeBron just couldn't do anything to do. And Kobe was just taking him to school. It was just great because, like, when people talk about how, it's, LeBron's definitely number 2, it's like, well, take a look at the tape.
Look at the tape, man. Look at the tape.
Yep.
All right. I got to send our invite link over to our guest.
All right. Let's do it. So when we get him back, we'll do the music break, talk about some F1, some baseball.
Yeah, I didn't have anything. I looked for the NHL, and I was like, there's nothing.
Talk about Happy Gilmore a little bit.
Yeah.
And Dion.
We might touch on Dion. We'll see what time we got.
He's always got to be in the news.
Well, he survived cancer now.
He kept a secret.
He's a little secretive snake, isn't he?
Yeah.
Little secret snake.
It is pretty cool. I did see where they're...
Well, we can just talk about it right now. We don't even have to hit anything.
Was it the running back that announced that?
Yeah, he retired.
Yeah, he retired because he had some kind of health issue.
Concussions.
That's what it was, which is really cool. That's smart, really smart. And so he's going to pursue his dental career. And Dion said he'll continue to pay scholarship.
Yeah, which is super cool. I mean, I'm sure there'll be more than a few people glomming onto that to help Dion pay for that. But yeah, he retired due to concussions, and he announced to the whole team today that he was, basically done. And yeah, pretty cool of Dion to do that. I mean, he doesn't have to do that. His name's Charlie Offerdahl. Is the one who retired, and it was from recurring concussions, like we just mentioned. But yeah, it's a bonus, especially on the first day of fall camp, to have to go in there and be like, guys, I'm hanging him up.
Right.
Yeah. So
it's tough.
Definite bummer for him. But another good news, though. Dion, aside from just paying for his continued education, becoming a dentist, he did survive bladder cancer. It did seem weird after the season that it was kind of radio silence. There wasn't too much from Dion.
Nope.
And then there was rumors about health stuff and whatever. And with HIPAA and everything, you don't find that stuff out until the person comes out and talks about it. But yeah, it turns out he had bladder cancer and went through chemo and radiation and has now been cured of bladder cancer.
That's great news.
It is good news. So good on Dion. I mean, the guy's had enough issues. His toes are having to get cut off from
He's gone through a lot of health issues.
Yeah, one of the greatest athletes ever. Apparently, wears and tears on your body. There's a price to pay for that. But unfortunately. But yeah, so What can we talk about right now while we wait?
Let's see. There's one other. I don't really want to hit. Maybe we could just hit a couple news for baseball until we get here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Vaughn, a juvenile delinquent in the offseason in his major league debut.
Gonna light your ass up, me.
Vaughn into the
I'll let him know from my account that we sent it.
Just a bit outside.
Well, comedians, they're always on the move.
I was
Hopefully we
surprised he's
lock him
available
down.
tonight.
Yeah,
That's cool.
fingers crossed he joins us. If not, worse things have happened on the show. Recording entire episodes with no sound. I mean, things can go completely wrong.
We have done pretty well.
Yeah. But unfortunate news in the world of baseball as Ryne Sandberg, Hall of Fame second baseman for the Cubs, dies at 65. Speaking of cancer, he passed due to a year-long bout with colon cancer that unfortunately he succumbed to. So this is kind of a bummer. I didn't know this part. In January 24, he had metastatic prostate cancer. 7 months later, he said he was cancer-free, but in December, he had announced that the cancer had returned and spread to other parts of his body. So unfortunately for him, it did come back. Over 16 major league seasons, all but one with the Cubs, Sandberg became one of the baseball's most prominent infielders. He was named the National League's most valuable player in 1984, led the league in home runs with 40 in 1990. He had a lifetime batting average of .285 with 2,386 hits and 282 career home runs. He drove in 1,061 runs and stole 344 bases. He was selected to 10 consecutive All-Star games, won 9 straight Gold Glove awards.
Wow.
He led NL second baseman in assists 7 times and in fielding percentage 4 times. So he was the epitome of a second baseman, a middle infielder in the game of baseball.
And that's why there's a statue of him outside of Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
He deserves it.
Definitely.
And it's a shame. Yeah, cancer sucks, man. It takes way too many people.
Fuck cancer, man.
Right? Fuck cancer.
Everybody says it's real.
But the Rockies made a move. Rockies deal Ryan McMahon to the Yankees for 2 pitching prospects.
Yeah, and I'm sure he will go on, much like DJ LeMahieu, to be a productive player for the Yankees.
Nolan Arenado.
Nolan,
He's
not
kinda banged up
so
right now.
much. I mean, after he got traded to the Cardinals, they didn't really have a good run, unfortunately.
Nope.
So I feel bad for him a little bit, just because I know he hated playing here at the end, and apparently almost fought the GM.
Wow.
What can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they filled their hole at third base. They trade for Ryan McMahon. It sucks for the Rockies, but at this point, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's the
You know
right
what
move.
I mean, it's the right. Just sell
the farm.
Sell them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, in 3 games with the Yankees, McMahon is 4 for 9 with 3 RBIs and 1 extra base hit. He has hit at least 20 home runs in every full season since 2019 and needs 4 homers this season to continue that. I was trying to see who they gave for him, but it's not saying in this, of course. Damn it. Son of a...
Well, the Royals got some really crappy news yesterday where they had to shut down Bubic the rest of the season.
What do you got? Little
Torn rotator cuff.
Oh, no.
Sucks, dude. He was really up there for maybe Cy Young. I mean, maybe like 3rd or 4th on the betting list for that, but still having a pretty good season, and he was playing through an injury, and it just not worth it, man. It sucks. So that's not good for the Royals.
And they've kind of got themselves back into contention a little bit after falling off, haven't they?
They've really been going back and forth. It sucks. They'll win one. They lost to the Braves last night. They're playing them right now, but it's unfortunate.
Colorado Rockies announced today they've acquired left-handed pitcher Griffin Herring and right-handed pitcher Josh Grosz. It's Grosz. Grosz. Grows. So yeah, I mean the Rockies at this point just need to get as many pitchers as they can in there. So I think that's what they did with the last half of the draft was just went all pitchers, and then now they trade away Ryan McMahon for more pitchers because They cannot pitch here. They're terrible.
Yep.
It's disgusting. But in other news...
Other pitching news.
Yes, Guardians pitcher Emmanuel Clase now placed on leave following a gambling probe. If you remember last week, we mentioned Luis Ortiz, who was caught on camera cussing after throwing 2 balls that were called strikes because he was betting against himself now, supposedly. This is the second now pitcher for the Guardians to be under investigation. They have been put on leave until August 31st. Sounds like they are going to be put on leave for a lot longer than that following all of this stuff. So they're probably going to get the old lifetime bans here until you die. And
on PTI today, they were showing some of those pitches, and I mean, it just looked like deliberate balls. You know, there's a difference between like deliberately walking someone and...
Well, he threw that one like 7 feet outside. It bounced like outside the other batter's box.
Come on, these guys aren't even hiding it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it's funny.
It's insane right now.
This is what we've talked about with, you know, the whole gambling and gambling on sports becoming so prevalent. It's going to be very easy for these lower level guys to get influenced by people.
That's right.
You never know. I mean, you get
some mob boss come
cartel, to you know, I don't know.
Throw this game or you die.
Yeah. If he dies, he dies.
Yep.
Speaking of mob bosses, I did listen to, I think he's going to be making the rounds on everything, but Sammy the Bull, he was a mob hitman who got like, he basically became an informant and then kind of got let off after serving 20 years for killing 19 people.
Okay.
But he was on The Honeydew, and he was talking about like the first time he killed somebody, and like this crazy hit that he's trying to turn into a movie where he killed this like other mob boss in the middle of this mob war, and like it was wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's like Godfather in real life.
Yeah.
But then you're also kind of like, well, aren't you kind of like doesn't that guy make you a bitch now? You're an informant.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the right thing to do.
In theory, yeah. But it's like, I feel like that kind of goes against the whole Cosa Nostra code, you know?
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, I listened to Donnie Brasco's podcast that he did with Rogan, and that made me watch the movie.
Yeah.
I never watched that movie and went through there and watched it. God damn it, I can't remember the real guy's name right now. It's bugging me. But dude, that story was insane. Yeah, he got more people to flip and got more people arrested than any other undercover cop in history.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, that just
wild.
Yeah, little side note.
I'll have to try to catch that Honeydew.
I would listen to it. I think, like I said, it seems like he's going to kind of be doing the rounds because I saw him on something else, and I was like, oh, he must be doing podcasts. Apparently, he's got his own YouTube channel where I think it's basically like a podcast thing on YouTube. I don't really know. I haven't looked into it, but it would be interesting, I think, to check out for sure. But in other baseball news, Bryce Harper got mad.
He got really mad.
He got real mad.
Yep. At the boss.
Yeah. Mr. Manfred, as he makes his rounds, I guess, to every team and kind of like touches base with how the team's feeling about everything. And it seems like from what was said, he was kind of alluding to the possibility of a salary cap.
Yeah.
And that's what set off Bryce
Harper. What it was.
Yeah. Apparently, it got so heated, Bryce Harper stood nose to nose with Rob Manfred and told him to get the fuck out of our clubhouse.
Yeah. Pretty ballsy move.
Yeah, it's basically like, if you want to talk about a salary cap, you can leave because, well, and of course, you want a guy like that who is kind of at the top of it to fight for everybody. Because for one, if he just sat there and shut up, he's going to look like an asshole. And then you're making all of this money, and you're kind of the reason why they're talking about salary caps. And if you don't go to bat for all the little guys, you look like a huge asshole. So it was like he was damned if he did, damned if he didn't, unfortunately. But I don't know. Like I said, it came at a meeting. It's one of 30 that he conducts annually to improve relations with every team's players. Sounds like he goes to every clubhouse. But it says he never said the word salary cap. But something was mentioned.
He was definitely alluding to that.
Like a ceiling. Yeah. You know what I mean? like a roof.
It's kind of like one of those, like, I didn't use the word, but I used all of the words. Or adjectives.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
But I mean, that's how you get, Juan Soto on the Mets. That's how you've got, like, Aaron Judge making all the money they do. That's why you got these teams like the Padres that make so much money. I mean, they're exciting teams to watch, but there's two different tiers. There's pretty much three different tiers in baseball. You got the mids, and then the lowers, and then you got the juggernauts. That's basically all there is.
Well, and that's the thing. The juggernauts are going to be the ones that are the most upset about this because it's going to take away their advantage. So it will be interesting what's going to happen here when this does kind of come, because it's going to be a thing. I mean, the Rockies owner, Dick Monfort, is like the biggest, supporter of there being a salary cap, because him and the Tampa Bay Rays and all the other teams at the bottom of the barrel have no chance of competing with people like, the Dodgers, the Padres, the Yankees.
Yep.
Whoever for that matter. And there is a disparity that needs to be dealt with, but I don't know when that is exactly going to happen. And I think this next CBA is going to be a tough one. Probably going to be a lockout. We'll see. But
I know they're going to
come
push
to a head
for
soon.
salary cap, because I know teams are getting, like, the baseball ratings are down. They're a little bit up from last year. They went up slightly, but they're still way behind.
Yeah. Well, I just heard from Mike.
Yeah, I saw that. Cool.
Okay.
I'm answering him now.
Having to download Zoom. Oh, we're making him do stuff. Oh, you're responding. Ha! I forget we both have access to the Instagram.
Yep.
Silly Billies.
But yeah, so that's pretty much. You have Savannah Bananas on here.
Oh, I'll tell you why, my friend. I don't know if you did. Did you try to get into the lottery for the Savannah Bananas when it was coming? They're
Like
here
through
this
the Rockies?
weekend.
No.
Oh, so the Savannah Bananas, they had like a lottery. If you signed up, you could get in. Me, Merrill, Andrew, and Kellen all signed up. Kellen got tickets.
Oh, cool.
So we were going on Sunday
Oh,
to see
nice.
the Savannah Bananas.
That's awesome, man.
at
Hell
Coors
yeah.
Field. So
Oh, man.
should be a pretty good time. I'm looking forward to it. I did watch a little bit of a Savannah Bananas game on ESPN after the race ended on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was like, this should be pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, when they came to Kansas City, I had a bunch of friends and some family go, and it looked like a blast, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks like a good time.
There was like probably 5 or 6 Royals from the World Series team in 2015 that were on the team. I mean, it just looked like a total blast.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hoping it is. I mean, they have turned it into the total party thing. So
yes, that's cool, dude. That's cool that you're going, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, we didn't get tickets, and then Andrew hit me up. Well, because like once there was the initial lottery, and then there was a lottery for
It's
the
coming
lottery.
on. Hello, sir. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
What's
Thanks
up?
for joining us, man. We appreciate you downloading Zoom.
We're making you do stuff. Sorry about that, man.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. Well, thanks, dude. We were super pumped to have you, man. I kind of at the beginning of the podcast gave a little introduction of like how I heard about you. I know I'd seen you earlier on like the first on like 654, and then the second one you were on, but. Yeah, dude, you basically you crushed it on Kill Tony. We watch it every week. I know Chris has a few times, and my girlfriend and I watch it like religiously every Monday night. And she's like a nerd where she knows all of the bucket pulls, and I mean it's pretty much around 90% of the bucket pulls, kind of do bad, but you come up there and you kill it. So we thought it'd be fun to have a comedian come up here and talk about your journey, man.
Cool. Yeah. Any questions you guys have, I'd be happy to ask
Yeah.
or answer.
Go ahead and take it away, Chris.
Yeah, man. Obviously, it takes a lot to attempt a career in stand-up comedy. What do you think it was that gave you the final push to go for it? Because it does seem kind of like you're our age. I'm 38. You got into it a little bit later, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like 36.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So pretty much every comedian that I know, when they are asked this question, they all respond the same thing, like what got us into comedy, whether it's at an early age or at an older age. And usually the answer is trauma. So
Yeah.
like I was like was a huge fan of stand-up comedy, and I was like, had daydreams about being a comedian or whatever. And then I went through a series of very traumatic events, and then after the I guess like the straw that broke the camel's back, I was like, okay, I guess I can be funny now, and started. Guy at work had told me about Kill Tony, so then I just started going to these 1 minute open mics. But my goal at the time was just to get on the show, and then once I got on the show, like I hadn't even really had like a good open mic set before I was on the show. So when I was on the show the first time, and I walk out, and it's like a sold out
Yeah.
mothership,
Yeah.
sold out mothership at Joe Rogan's club, and 10 seconds in, I get a applause break. I kind of left that evening with the decision that I was going to be chasing that high for the rest of my life.
That's awesome,
So-
man. Well, and that's what was so crazy is when you first went up there, they asked you, he always asks everybody this, how long have you been doing comedy? And you said 4 months. And I was shocked, and they were all just shocked on it. And that's to be doing stand up only 4 months and to be that calm. I mean, it's insane. Like, you absolutely kill it every time. And the first time you got pulled, you'd only been doing it 4 months. And so, like, I got to ask, is it all talent and creativity that leads to your calm delivery, or are you hitting just open mics constantly throughout the week to where you just go up there and you crush it?
Yeah, I hit a lot of open mics, but also like there's not really any nerves when you're on the stage. It's usually just like before,
Yeah.
like the time between when your name is called and when you go on stage. Because I don't really ever deal with stage fright. I was in like music before. So I mean, I've performed music in front of like 30,000 people. So like, a few hundred people at a comedy club, like that doesn't really rack my nerves, but like the leading up to it is what does it. Like, it doesn't matter if it's 3 people and I'm at an open mic, like the walk up, the thinking beforehand. Like, I mean, I think most comics would be lying if they didn't tell you that there was some kind of nerves. But with me, it's always as soon as the microphone touches my chin, there's no more nerves.
I mean, I can kind of relate with that. I play music as well, not to 30,000 people. I want to ask about what you were doing music wise, but I totally get that, man. The initial like 10 minutes before you go on stage sucks, but then as soon as like you're up there and going, it's like everything kind of melts away. I'm sure there's people that deal with it differently, but I can see where you're coming from on that one. But what were you doing music wise?
I was I produced shows, but I also was like an MC over dubstep around like when dubstep kind of first came out. So from like 2010 to like 2016 or so, I was doing that.
Nice.
We knew a guy
at,
who
like,
MC'd over
festivals.
dubstep. Curious MC.
Oh,
remember?
yeah. I forgot about that. Yep, yeah, that's
he was
true.
big in that scene.
Did
Yep.
Did he do a fake reggae voice?
No, I don't think so.
He did have
that would
like
be
a little
cool, though.
reggae kind of. Maybe I can't remember, but yeah,
I
dude, I
wish
was
he
listening
did.
to a lot of dubstep around like 2013 to 2015, around that area. Man, it was huge. I'm actually going to see Rick Rufus to Soul next week, which isn't dubstep, but like that's what dubstep kind of like led me to evolve to like other types of electronic music.
Yeah, it was the gateway drug.
Yes, that's a good way to put it, man. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. So if you don't mind me asking, like, what is your writing process like? Do you kind of like write everything kind of down? Do you kind of like, there's some comedians, they don't really have much written down. They just kind of like let it flow off their head.
So in the beginning, I wrote like 60 premises in like maybe like 2 hours. And then probably for the first year or so, I strictly worked on those. I think I got to like number 18. And then like some of them I don't do anymore. And I wrote a few new jokes within the last like 7 or 8 months or so. But for the most part, it's like of my 20-minute set, uh, 15 minutes of it is stuff that I all just wrote premises that day, and I don't really like write it out. I just like it's just a premise. It's just a line. So it's
Wow. You could build off
like
that.
yeah, like with the one that I did recently. Like if you look at it in my notes, it just says "don't fit in / molested."
That was a good joke.
Yeah, that was.
Fun, man.
I was wondering where you were
says,
going the whole time, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
well, the funny thing is that joke normally like you can tell by my cadence where it normally gets pops because of the pauses. So like normally when I say it's like I don't feel mainly because they were molested, that usually gets a pop. And then when I say, the next three lines all get a pop, and like it didn't on the show, and it did. I couldn't figure out why, but then obviously I finally cracked them. But when I watched the whole show, Todd, I think his name was Todd Royce, the Golden Ticket winner that opened up the show.
Okay,
his opening joke and his entire interview were about actually being molested.
Yeah.
So like I think the crowd was just like very like still
desensitized.
Like, on edge. Yeah. Well, I think that they were. I think because if you watch it, like his interview was pretty brutal,
Yeah.
So I think that they probably were feeling for him, and so me going out there like doing that, it probably seemed like I was making the joke about him.
Yeah.
So maybe they didn't like me in the beginning,
So I've always wondered about that. When you guys are waiting over there in the bar across the alley, you guys don't have, there's no like live feed. You guys don't know what jokes are being told at all. Cause I've seen that many times where someone might even do a replica joke or like something, a very similar premise, and they just don't know.
Yeah. So when you're next door, you are actually not always, but lately, you're watching the one that's premiering that night, not the one that's being filmed that night.
Oh,
I see.
Yeah.
So you don't know like what's going on at all.
I see. Well, hey, we got Comedy Works here in Denver. We live right outside of Denver. We went and saw Ari Matty back in the spring. We went and saw Dr. Phil in February. That was awesome, dude. We love going to these shows.
I did Gold in Colorado in April, I think it was.
I heard they got a new comedy club out there.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Beal told me about this, I think.
It's,
yeah.
Gnarly's Theater.
Gnarly's, yep.
Is it pretty sweet?
Yeah, I had a great time. It was awesome.
Nice.
And I went to Blackhawk, Colorado, and I won like several $1,000s.
Well, hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man. Just stunting on
It's a
people.
good trip.
Hell yeah. Well, I hope you come back to Denver, man, or like somewhere near like Golden or something, and hit us up. Then we'll be following your Instagram because it'd definitely be cool to see your stand up live.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be out there again soon. My friend just flew out there today for unrelated reasons, but yeah, I really like Colorado, so I'm sure they'll come out there maybe in the fall. Or spring of next year.
We'll catch the show, man.
Do you have anything booked like touring wise right now? Or are you kind of like in the process of figuring that out?
So right now I'm actually on a work project in New Orleans. So I'm in New Orleans Monday through Thursday for the next 3 weeks, and then I have 2 weeks off, and then I'll be in New Orleans working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day until like the second week of November.
Damn.
So I have a lot of shows coming up in Houston and Austin basically before September 1st.
Gotcha.
And then after that, I'll be on a bit of a work hiatus for about 6 weeks.
Damn.
And then when I come back from, when I finish the project, like the next week is Skankfest, so I'm going to hang out there for a while.
Nice.
I got the penthouse at Caesars in New Orleans for a couple days.
Hell
yeah, humble brag.
Well, I got that because of the points that I got on my player's card from Blackhawk.
I was wondering, dude. I was wondering, man. That's rad, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
Put
cool.
it to use.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Well, dude, I got one other question for you. We don't want to keep you too long, and feel free to not answer this, but I'm just too curious. I got to ask because I know the bucket pools sometimes get to hang out in the green room. Have you gotten to hang out with William Montgomery, and is he as weird as he seems on stage?
So the bucket pools don't get to hang out in the green room.
Oh, no.
It's like,
They just shuffle you back out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you literally walk right back out the door. But on the last time that I got pulled, normally you have about 5 to 10 minutes backstage before you go onto the stage. And that time I didn't. I had to walk straight up the stairs. I had maybe 20 seconds behind the curtain before having to go out there.
That's nerve-wracking.
And William Montgomery was standing right there. And so like I'm expecting to have this 5 to 10 minutes to kind of center myself, and I didn't have that. So I'm like freaking out. I can't remember any of my jokes at all. The whole walk over, I'm just like, I can't remember any of my jokes.
Shit.
That's the worst.
And then I see William, and he's just like, "How do you feel?" I was like, "Shut the fuck up, William."
Right. I ain't never gonna stop.
Oh,
I believe it, dude.
Actually, I've talked a lot more to his brother than him. Selden, I think. Is his
Yeah,
name.
I've heard
he's a door guy at Mothership. So
Yeah.
he's always outside during the Kill Tony signups and the Mothership open mic signups, and he's like a super nice guy, man.
That's
like, he's
cool,
really
man.
nice. And the few times that I've seen William, he's always been really nice as well. But he's a little weird.
He's pretty
Yeah.
wild, man. Especially these last, I don't know, couple months when he goes up there at the end. It's like Tony. I feel like maybe I'm wrong and analyzing it too much, but I feel like Tony's trying to help him because he keeps trying to get him to like name things and trying to work on his improv because he just can't memorize stuff and everything. So it's kind of gotten to this weird dynamic lately. But yeah, it's wild. That's why it's the best live podcast in the world.
I never know when it's a bit and when it's not a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the funny thing I'd say, somebody who's the most normal off stage is Casey Rocket.
Really?
He's the most regular, normal, just nice guy.
I could see that, though.
So that's like his act when he goes up there and
Yeah.
he's like on Adderall, acting like it, you know?
Yeah, like
Wow.
when you talk to him off stage, he's just completely normal. Cam's like the nicest guy ever in the entire world. Like
If you're selling rocks, you got to be nice.
Yeah, he's the man, dude. Cam showed me a lot of love.
Dude, he's going places, man. He's so good.
Cam is the next like Eddie Murphy in the 80s. Like he's gonna be huge.
He really
Yeah.
is. He's blowing up, man. You know, doing Madison Square Gardens and all these other places, these arenas. Like it. That's why it's so fun watching this. Is like if people are real big fans of stand up, that's why I really hope you get a golden ticket or become a regular, man. Because like when I saw you on there, I was like, you know, obviously I hit you up because you know about the story with the camp and everything. I'm glad all that worked out, but it was like, this dude's good, man. You were just so calm. And then, of course, I think it was Joe DeRosa or somebody that was like, hey, Red Band. Wait a minute, Red Band. Like, you were wearing the exact same shirt as him, dude. It was great, dude. But, yeah, your demeanor was just so chill.
Well, it's funny. I look at it and I watch it back and I'm like, wow, I do look really calm. But, like, on the inside, I was having a panic attack.
Yeah.
So it's
Dude,
funny that it comes off so calm. Because it sure doesn't feel like it at the time, you know.
I can imagine, man. That's got to be crazy. Well, man, we'll let you get out of here. We know that you took time out of your night while you're waiting to go work in New Orleans. So we greatly appreciate your time. We're rooting for you, man. We hope nothing but the best. We hope we get to see you touring out here quite a bit here in the near future. Give everybody where they can find you, and we'll let you get out of here, man. Thank you so much for your time.
It's YouTube is at Mike Ryan Comedy 1, Instagram is at Mike Ryan Comedy, TikTok at Mike Ryan Comedy 1, and Facebook is Mike Ryan.
Sweet.
Cool. Go find him. Mike Ryan Comedy.
Awesome, man. Well,
Dude.
thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Best of luck to you. I hope you get pulled again, and looking forward to seeing more of your stuff.
The next time that I'm able to sign up will be at Madison Square Garden, so we'll see how that goes.
Make it happen,
man.
dude.
Fingers crossed, dude.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the big stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a great
You
night,
guys
man.
have a good night.
Yeah,
Later,
thank you.
Mike. All right.
Well, that was interesting. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. He was a little slow at first. We kind of cracked him a little bit.
Yeah, but that's what's cool is like that's
That's
his
how he
stand
is.
up, dude.
Yeah.
Like he's just kind of like got
Well,
like
I
that calm demeanor and like that calm delivery.
I watched the minute from what he was talking about, that joke of
Yeah.
molesting. And yeah, I was like, this guy is cool as ice up there.
He
but
is,
then it's
dude.
funny to hear that. And he's like, no, I was freaking.
That's what's cool to hear is like how people, you know, when you hear that about like athletes and stuff too, it's like, you know, that moment, like in like tense situation in games or on stage where it's like, to everybody else, it seems like they're just a cool as cucumber, but inside they're also just going crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to like, I don't want to like, tell his comedy or anything like that. But one of my favorite jokes is just whenever he talks about how Texas banned Pornhub, and so he had to start using his imagination, and that's when he realized he was gay. How's he going to tell his mom he's a Democrat? That's just a little teaser for his comedy. It's good stuff, and it's really good.
Super funny. Check out Mike Ryan wherever you can. Hopefully he's going to be an up and comer. As his appearance on Kill Tony have already kind of sent him into a little bit of a different stratosphere with his comedy.
35,000 followers on Instagram, pretty damn good.
It's pretty wild, especially when you have a good bucket pull like that. So it's 3, which is also good. So hats off to Mike Ryan. We hope to hear more from him in the future. Our first comedian has joined the podcast.
All kinds of guests on here, man.
Yes. But now, what?
We're going to be replacing Colbert before long.
Pretty much. Well, we'll see. I don't know if Paramount wants any nighttime shows, especially after South Park dunked on him.
Dude, that was amazing.
Dunk.
I felt like I was doing an ab workout. Oh, man. That was great.
From the free throw line, just...
Oh, my God. They're just seriously grandfathered in.
Well, they're screwed
to say the F word, too.
Yeah.
Not the F word that everybody thinks of, but the F word that even on YouTube gets bleeped out all the time. Like, damn, dude.
We can get away with it if it's a gay guy saying
it. Not, dude. Only South Park, dude. Only South Park. I can't wait for Thursdays now.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. Glad it's back. But it's time for the music break. Father of Peace. This is the last week we will be featuring Father of Peace. The name of the song is Land of the Foreign Sons, and it's from their last full-length album, The Year of Madness. Goes like this.
Now I'm here by mistake. It was a risk someone had to take. I got too nervous, so I had to fake. In my mind, I was safe, I was pure. I had a lifetime of madness to cure, and I just wanted to be normal for sure. If you need advice, don't you take it from me. I had to find a warm place I can hide. In my mind, I was safe, I was pure. I had a lifetime of madness to cure, and I just wanted to be normal for sure. If you need advice, don't you take it from me. Get me hit by a fucking wave. Oh baby, baby, that's all I crave. If you need advice, don't you take it from me. 'Cause I spent years in the dark.
And we are back. You just heard Father of Peace. The name of that song was The Land of Foreign Sons off of their last full-length album, The Year of Madness. We found out about them on TikTok. I'm pretty much the only one that scrolls our TikTok feed. I don't force Chad to get on the TikTok.
I won't do it.
Yeah, they popped up one of the crazy TikTok reels, and I was like, oh, this is catchy. And so that's why we featured them this month. So make sure to go check out Father of Peace on all things streaming, wherever you get your music. Check out their TikTok. They're always doing cool stuff with their songs, learning some marketing stuff for our own band from them on how to manage this wild world we live in of TikTok and everything. So
cool.
Good stuff. Check them out. We've only got a few things to get to. We're going to start with the old F1 this week as some drama is heating up. The McLaren drivers are I think it's coming to a head a little bit.
They need to be investigated, I think.
Investigated?
Yeah, because they're so far ahead of everybody else. It's not even fair.
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much the only race was between Leclerc and Verstappen as he tried everything he could to hold him off.
Boy, I really handed to Leclerc because there was a couple times there in the early laps that I thought Verstappen was going to get around them, but Leclerc held him off. But
yeah, and this one was delayed by rain. Apparently, we don't race in the rain anymore.
Yeah, that's what
they
Verstappen
have
said.
They have rain tires specifically for rain, but they don't race in the rain. So they ended up doing a rolling start after they started the race and called it. Lap 5 was the rolling start. Oscar Piastri ended up leapfrogging Lando Norris, who was the pole sitter for the race lead, and he never really gave it back from there on.
Mm-hmm. Let's touch on that too, because Lando had the pole, and I think it was within 2 laps that Piastri passed him. And then with like about 2 laps to go, Lando was really trying to make a push to get within DRS, and Lando pulls a Lando. Locked up his tires.
He did that a few times.
Yeah, fell back about
later
6 or 7 seconds. But that's just how far ahead they are to everybody else. He locks up his tires a few times, and they're 19 seconds ahead of everybody else, dude. Yeah. And so let me give you a little quick synopsis of how I watched this race too. So I would turn it on at 7. Had to wait the hour and 15 minutes for it to actually start. So by the time she comes downstairs, I'm already making breakfast, and they're on lap 25 of 44. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, they're already halfway through this race. It'll be over with soon. So she sits down and watches it. Dude, and this is what I was going to get to with the whole race. The only exciting part about it was Lewis pulling like a Sunny Hayes and going from like 16th to 7th. Yeah. It was insane. Every time I looked up, he was passing somebody. But from the rest of the way, from first, other than Lando and Piastri, down, there was no movement, man. From 1 to 7, and it was just totally boring. And I mean, it was a good race, but I think they were all being so cautious because of the track being rained on and everything like that. And so pretty much like an hour later, she was like, you said it was almost going to be done at lap 25, and it still went on forever. And she said, that was pretty boring. I'm not going to watch this again. I was like, yeah, sometimes they're better.
Yeah, usually they're better. There are some boring races every now and then. Unfortunately, just with how good McLaren is, it's just making it kind of boring.
It's just a 2-man race, and that's how it goes. But, I mean, driver of the day definitely goes to Lewis. It was just insane what he was doing. I mean, seriously, I guess he had spun out in qualifying. That's why I thought it was 18th. Yeah. I know you wrote down 16th, but I thought I saw P18 whenever he first started.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, it was fucking crazy how he just seriously zoomed past everybody.
Yeah, but needless to say, Piastri holds on to the lead, takes his 6th race of the season, gets one back from Lando, who won the last one, but they still both finish 1 and 2 yet again, as the Drivers' Championship is all but between those two. Piastri has a 16-point lead. I think he's 256 to... let me double check before I just spout off numbers that are wrong.
Yeah, Lewis did qualify at 16.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was right, but you never know, man. You never know.
Yeah, the TV was like on the other side of the room, and so when they showed that up there, I'm like, my eyes.
I lied. Good thing I checked. 266, not 256. Lando Norris has 250. Max Verstappen is in 3rd with 185.
Yeah.
There's no catching.
There's not at all.
Yeah. Charles Leclerc has a better chance of finishing third in the driver standings than anybody catching Lando at this point.
Yeah. I did see today, because of that, it is locked down that Max has to race for Red Bull next year, because the only way he could leave is if he finished fourth and below. And after accumulating the points he did last race,
it's over.
There's no way that he would finish below fourth after going into
I did
Hungary.
see that he was all but done for next season, but
So he will be racing for Red Bull no matter what next season.
Well.
Yeah.
But no surprise, McLaren has pretty much won the constructors. 516, Ferrari 248, Mercedes 220, Red Bull 192. So things are kind of locked up here. Really what it's coming down to is who is going to win between Piastri and Lando, and one more win could pretty much seal that deal for Piastri.
Well, you never know. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 more races. So I mean, that's a lot of different points right there between
with
16
them going
points
1
spread.
and 2. Yeah, 1 and 2.
Yeah, but we do have a race coming up next week in Hungary. It's another 7 a.m. race, August 3rd.
Yes, the
old Lenovo.
The Lenovo Hungarian GP.
But
yeah,
that does it for F1.
That does it for F1. Let's get into a little bit of the PGA, which right now this drop is very fitting for what we're about to talk about.
I know, right?
Son of a bitch, ball, why didn't you just go home? That's your home. Are you too good for your home? Answer me.
Hell yes.
Answer him, and the answer we're going to give you is what we thought about Happy Gilmore 2. It came out on Friday, the 25th. We both watched it. A lot of people have watched it now. Some people have terrible things to say.
Yeah,
some people.
Fox Sports NFL Insider.
Yeah, he says like the worst movie ever.
Yeah, it's like some people are clearly just trying to get clicks, man.
Yeah, I mean, and we briefly talked about it while the music break was going on, but it was a good movie. Like, it's worth one watch.
Yeah.
It was worth it for the nostalgia. Star for me, Bad Bunny.
He was hilarious.
He was hilarious in the movie. I thought he had the best acting and some of the funnier parts. I liked when he acquired his cousin, the caddy, and he's like, "You don't get a caddy."
Yeah,
like,
that was great.
Okay, sorry, and then he just ran away.
That was cracking me up, man.
So there was some.
I didn't even know it was Bad Bunny. That's how out of the loop I am on pop culture. Hannah tells me.
Well, now I guess he's going by his full name, and he's in another movie that. Darren Aronofsky's.
Oh, that new movie?
Yeah,
dude, that's
Bad
when
Bunny.
we were watching Fantastic Four. They showed a preview. It's like Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz. Dude, that movie looks awesome.
Yeah, and he's like some hitman.
Steal something. It's like that.
Hold on,
but,
I'll look it up.
Dude, yeah. So it got really goofy. I wasn't a big fan of the whole maxi concept with it.
I wish they would have just made it more like Live.
That would have been cool.
You don't have to go like when they got to the end. Like, no, I don't want to spoil it. The ending gets wild. Yeah. It's like
the crazy. It's like miniature golf, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's like, whoa, we've kind of gone off the rails here a little bit.
I did like how he, in the very beginning, when he was an alcoholic, he had a flask and everything he picked up.
Mayor like that too.
That
like
was funny.
Everything. There was some pretty good jokes. The flask was hilarious.
I mean, we got to talk about John Daly, man.
John Daly was hilarious.
Realize he had that big of a part in it. I thought it was going to be a tiny little cameo. And like, he wanted to figure out how to get back into golf. Then he goes and talks to John Daly. John Daly lived at his house.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Is like he was just going to be like he just found him, or he hung out at the golf course.
I was so happy to see John Daly kill it.
The cameos,
74 of them,
got pretty wild.
Lots of cameos.
Yeah, lots of cameos. Caught Stealing is the name of that Darren.
That's a good
movie. But the cameos got a little wild. I did like the golfers. Scheffler stole the show from me.
He was really good.
Also, I don't know if you caught this. The PGA guys wore shorts and Live guys wore pants.
No way.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to wear shorts. So
that's kind of cool.
There was a little funny thing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I still haven't watched the original because I wanted to wait until we talked about it and then watch the original, because the original is just like...
Oh, it's great.
It's like a classic movie.
Yeah.
I think of the intro with Tuesday's Gone with the Wind playing and like going through like the photo book. classic stuff. One thing though, let me ask you this: the intro with the flashbacks, was that not some of the worst CGI you've ever seen? When they were de-aged him, which I don't even think they de-aged him, it literally looked like someone typed into AI to make this Happy Gilmore scene.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice.
Yeah, the first one, like for some reason that really stuck out to me, like when they were doing like all the throwbacks in the beginning to catch you up.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, they did not do a very good job on de-aging him.
Yeah, it's probably just like some cheap AI or something.
Yeah, well, we know Netflix has been doing stuff like that now. I think they got in trouble for putting a bunch of AI background actors into a show. And now that's what everybody's talking about. Like, well, now what are these like low-level actors going to do?
Well, no, in Hollywood, what they tried to do is they paid extras to just be able to pay for their likeness in the future.
Stand there.
No, in the future, so they don't even need to show back up. So they could use them for this movie, and then 10 years, use them again. So that's kind of what they're trying to do. But what I thought was really cool of it was just how, like, they paid a lot of homages to guys like Carl Weathers. There was even a nod to the kid that passed away.
I missed
Jesse.
that.
Yeah, he was on the screen when he went to go. It was cool that Eric Andre was in there. So when he went to go golf, when they're at that, like, it's like a little hut where he gets paid for his golf. The kid was watching that show that Jesse was in. I think his name was Jesse.
Yeah, he died of like some crazy. He had epilepsy and died in his sleep from a seizure.
Yeah, I don't know. Must be.
I read about it because I was like, I didn't see. I knew that he was his kid in Grown Ups. Yeah, and then I heard something about him dying, and then they said there was like a tribute, and I was like, I missed that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really looking at that TV.
No, I didn't catch that.
Definitely a little Easter egg, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate thing. I mean, it seems like Adam Sandler really liked that kid. He talked like nothing but good things about him, and it was an unfortunate thing.
To have like
he's like 20
anytime
years
a child
old.
dies that you've worked with, that's pretty unfortunate. So it's really cool that he does this, and that's just it. Is like the Maxi stuff, and there was some really silly stuff in it, but I mean, you look at the first one, like Chubbs had his hand got bitten off by an alligator. And so that's just it. Is like, you got to have some suspension of disbelief with Adam Sandler movies. They get really silly. This one got really silly, but I thought it was a good way to wrap it up. Cause every time they do these things, like, oh, we're going to do another one. Well, then they're like, well, let's get a money grab, and then they'll do a third one. This one definitely
be a Happy Gilmore series on
tied
Netflix.
that tied the bow. Where I really doubt that there's going to be another one after this. And then I guess there might be talks where there could be another Waterboy, so that could be really funny.
Well, there was like the little homage to the Waterboy with with Ben Stiller's character on the golf ball.
What do you mean? That was his character.
I know, but that was like the water boy whenever he
I guess yeah. I didn't think about that. Good call.
I got that, and I was like, that was kind of like the water boy right there.
Because I really liked how he had Ben Stiller in it from the first one, because that was good. His character was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they got everybody back that they could. Chubbs' son, that was funny to me because
he's a really funny stand-up.
Yeah,
Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah, Lavelle Crawford. He is super funny. I think I watched one of his specials recently.
He was
a while ago.
Yeah, he was on he's just been doing stand-up for a really long time.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? I just like it because like Chubbs, even back then, it was clear he was wearing a fucking fake hand. But then in this one, it looked like you could tell that even back then Chubbs was just holding a fake hand.
Yeah.
And then this one, like, it looked even more ridiculous.
Like
his arm was like this much longer than the other one. Like it was
so dumb.
Like... Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there was funny shit. I
enjoyed it. We laughed a lot though. It was
good. There was some funny parts. So I'm not saying it was like bad, but you are hoping for it to be as good as the first one, and it wasn't.
It's hard to
top that.
Well, and that's what I was telling Chris earlier. Is like, there's not movies like that nowadays. There's just
this is the age we live in.
You can't, because of the internet. You're not ever really going to have like another. There's not going to be classic movies like Superbad, Dumb and Dumber. Those days are over, because back then you didn't have Instagram to get on, like you can go get on Instagram and watch somebody fall off like a building or something like that. I don't know. Like
people
everybody's
aren't
desensitized
to shit as much. Yeah.
You watch Lloyd Christmas and those guys stuff peppers into the guy and he dies. Like, that was insane. And so it's just not possible to replicate that type of like archetype of movies anymore.
Yeah. It's it's unfortunate, but I mean, it's worth a watch. Yep. That's what I'll say. It's worth a watch
for sure. I even told her too. I was like, it is pretty nuts to see that guy can do something like Uncut Gems and then do a goofy ass movie like that. Like, Adam Sandler definitely has some range.
He does. I mean, one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies is Punch Drunk Love. Yeah, classic,
awesome. Nobody's seen that movie.
Yeah, and then our
Spanglish is probably one of my
favorites. Spanglish is good too. That one's super sad.
That egg sandwich that he makes in it, man. I've tried to replicate that so many times.
It's a good egg sandwich, man.
Breakfast sandwich,
breakfast eggy sandwich, man.
Oh, yeah. Good times though, good times, yeah.
Yeah, go watch it if you haven't yet. Happy Gilmore 2. It's streaming, so just go watch it whenever you get a chance.
But one of the stars in the movie, he's gonna give a nod to our daily dose of excellence.
Yes, it's that time. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. John Daly, is going to grip it and rip it, much like he told Happy to do. He's gonna hit it hard.
I hit it hard, man. So far, man. No laying up, no holding back. Ain't afraid of nothing, it's a natural fact. I hit it long, long.
I did like how John Daly started drinking the hand sanitizer.
That part was awesome. He was fighting with it between him and Schneider, I think is who it was. Like, I can't remember.
Oh, Buscemi.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, because he like pulled out the big thing of Listerine, and he's like, "Oh, let me get a pull off." He's like, "No."
And you notice he's drinking Good Boy vodka right there in the whole
beginning.
Time.
Yeah,
that was cool.
He always had a Good Boy.
He's got to.
Yes. Well, talk to us about our DDOE, who's from the land of baseball this week.
Yes, and he is a rookie, just a young kid. His name is Nick Kurtz. So, going into, let's see, this was July 25th, Friday. So, already a triple shy of the cycle through 4 innings, and the Athletics holding a 6-run lead on Friday night at Dakin Park. I think that's how you say that name. Nick Kurtz knew he would get at least a couple more opportunities to complete the 18th cycle in team history and first since Mark Ellis in 2007. He said, "We had a good lead, so I pretty much told third base coach Eric Martins that if I hit the gap, I'm going for 3. Well, with 2 triples on the year, Kurtz runs better than his 6'5", 240-pound frame might let on, making a 3-bagger well within reach. The problem was, he couldn't keep the ball in the yard.
Damn it.
Kurtz went up to the plate and in the 6th hit his second home run of the night. Then came his third long ball in the 8th, receiving an unlikely extra chance in the 9th, and you guessed it, he homered again. 4 home runs in 1 game.
Yeah. He ended up 6 for 6 in that game. He also has the nickname Big Amish, which I just learned about earlier after Chad told me about this story. He put on the performance of a lifetime Friday, but now I've learned about his new nickname, which is the Big Amish.
That's pretty
cool. He got that nickname from Max Schumann. The age super utility player recalled the first time he uttered the nickname is back in February during spring training. Manager Mark Kotze rounded up all the players who were taking part in their first big league camp inside the A's clubhouse at Honecum Stadium and had each newbie tell a story in front of the entire team. When Kurtz came time to share, he stood in the middle of the clubhouse and told a story about taking an Amish tour when he was in middle school on a farm near his hometown of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where a large Amish population had existed for centuries. Kurtz's speech immediately sparked an idea in Schumann's head for a nickname. He mentioned doing something with some local Amish people, Schumann said, and I was like, well, I mean, he's big, and he just talked about the Amish community, so now that is why he is forever known as Big Amish.
Pretty cool nickname.
Yeah,
first rookie in MLB history with a 4-homer game and the 20th player overall. That is 140 years of MLB history, and he's the first one to ever do it. Pretty remarkable.
Yes, it is always nice when you're on the good side of those never been done for, what am I trying to say? Damn it.
The history,
records? The history. Yes, yeah. Records. Wow. All right.
Yeah,
seems like we're at the end of the show. Jesus.
Yeah, 19 total bases in that. It's crazy.
Yeah, he just kept going around and around and around and around.
It's insane. What an accomplishment.
Yeah, definitely. So
8 RBIs.
Yeah, that's a hell of a game. That's putting in work.
Pretty amazing. Thank you, Mike Ryan, for coming on the podcast. It was really interesting hearing about your comedy. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting to see it live someday.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. I enjoyed our conversation. Make sure to go check out Mike Ryan's comedy whenever you get a chance, wherever you can. But it's that time of the show where we must get out of here.
Yes, we are. Next week, we got a Lions guest coming on to talk to the
right.
Detroit Lions.
But we'll see you guys next week. As always, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow us on all things social media.
Hit the subscribe button.
Yes, tell a friend, tell two. But we love you. And Chad Lee, I love you.
Love you, buddy.
We'll see you guys next week. Toodaloo.